Everybody, this is the monthly top-down analysis for the Forex market for the month of September. We actually see overall the strong currencies are Australian dollar, euro, and the Swiss franc, and the weak currencies remain the yen, Japanese yen, and surprisingly the US dollar. Well, let's start with the most important currency, the euro dollar. We can see here how against the euro, it was in a tight trading range. First broke out to the bottom, US presidential election, and then with the tariffs announcement, we're basically breaking outside of this range. So this chart is heavily impacted by political decisions and news announcements. But it very much looks like, because we're building strength here, this is a consolidation, we're building strength to get a spike of the 200 moving average. It's clustered with this big number. So this has a bullish outlook, but any important political news events could actually bring us back into the range. But for now, we see this euro dollar chart rather bullish. So weakness for the dollar, and that is true for all US dollar cross pairs. Let's have a look at the few euro pairs. So euro against a weak yen. This is a very bullish chart. This is an important high. That's a stop on level. That's clustered with a big number. So that's a level basically that is nicely tradable, because if that level falls, we can expect a stop on move similar to what we saw here. Now the Swiss is very strong, basically against all currencies, and we see it here. The euro is a strong currency, but the Swiss is even stronger in the long run. Over the last few years, it's in this tight trading range, but we can see with lower highs that the bears are getting stronger. That means that we see more Swiss strength, and if that breaks out to the downside, well, we can expect, that's an S2 pattern, we can expect that this downtrend continues much lower. Now the euro versus the CAD as well. The euro is strong, right? The CAD is weak. It has just broken an important level. This is a stop on level. We don't see it here, but we see it a little bit further back. So this is just about to make a stop on move. This is why we have projected out the target up here. This is the monthly chart of the euro CAD. Let's have a look at the euro AUD, because the Australian dollar is quite strong. It's actually one of the strongest currencies, though it has been one of the weakest over the last couple of years. So we see this strong spike higher against a strong euro. We already have seen this coming. This is an S1 bullish pattern, this is another S1 bullish pattern, and this is a stop run move. It's currently in a consolidation mode, but our target is up here, stop run level, and then further targets higher. So we see the euro actually continuing its strength against the Australian dollar. Well, both are strong. Pound versus US. It's just sitting here. I'm actually not sure why I'm showing you that. I wanted to show you something different. A US Swiss. So a strong Swissy against a weak dollar. Well, that's what we get. We get a nice trending chart that as well has several patterns, and there's a lot of energy vested here. We're looking for a much lower price level here for the US Swiss. Well, Swiss strength. Let's have a look at a few Swiss cross pairs. A strong Swiss against a weak yen. Well, this is how the chart looks like, right? This was our S1 pattern entry here, and it has made new highs, right? So our target is up here, and we should get there. Australian dollar versus the Swiss. This is the Australian dollar strength we've seen recently, but again, this is a bearish chart, right? We've just come back and tested, pull back to the 21, pull back to the 21. We are just testing here this level, stop on level. We should see prices move lower for more Swiss strength. Let's have a look at CAD Swiss. Again, a very bearish chart. There was an S2 pattern down here, and that should continue as well. Further continue its downtrend further down. Now let's have a look at Australian dollar. Australian dollar, strong currency against a weak currency. This is what we see. Very nice uptrend, and as well this is clustered with stop on levels, and these act as a magnet. So we're actually expecting here new highs to come. Now, weak currency yen against the strong pound yen, very bullish. We were right here at an important stop run level on the daily chart. So on the monthly chart is very bullish. Now our target is up here. Now let's move on to another pound pair, pound cat as well. So the pound is strong as well. We've got an S2 pattern forming here. Well, that's the third touch. And let's just zoom out here. Yeah, well, there's room to go. There's room to go here, nice, to the very big number 2, and then the last highs. No resistance in the way. Let's have a look at the last one, odd New Zealand. So they're both kind of correlated, and well, knowing that the Australian dollar is strong, we actually want to see how is the Kiwi doing against the Australian dollar, because the Kiwi used to be really strong, right? And we are now in a consolidation mode, and well, with recent Australian dollar strength, well, they're basically in equilibrium, and we have to see what side of this consolidation range price breaks out. We could meet the old highs up here, or we could break to the downside, which is basically the preferable scenario, because this is a trend following pattern consolidation, and this is the measured move. So we can expect the Kiwi to get much stronger against the odd. So this is it. Thank you.